Hello, I'm Toby. In this training video, I'll take you through the critical aspects of creating mail in Aconex. We'll go over selecting mail types, finding mail recipients from your directory, adding attributes to your mail, attaching documents, getting confirmation your mail has been sent.
I'll start by clicking the Mail button at the top of the screen. That brings up a drop-down list, and I'm going to go straight to creating a blank mail. As you use different mail types on your project in Aconex, the system learns which ones you use most commonly, and they'll start to appear here under Create New, so you can go straight into them. But for this example, I've selected blank mail, so here's our blank mail screen. Notice that some fields are highlighted and have a small asterisk next to the title field. That means the field is mandatory, and you have to fill that in before the mail can be sent. The first thing I'm going to do is select the type of mail I'm going to send. When I click in the box, I see the list of mail types my organisation can create on this project.
Every mail in Aconex must have a type. This categorization is really important for organizing mail and being able to find it when searching. The types have been set by the project owner and should be a complete list of all the types you need. If you want an additional type, you'll need to talk to the project owner as they manage the list.
Of course, today we are using an example project. The mail types you see on my list won't necessarily be the same as the ones for your project. Now I need to address the mail to the recipients on my project. The quickest way to do this is just by typing in names. When I hit enter, the system will search for those names across all people working on the project. If I've typed the name in full, it will add that user's name right away. If there are multiple names that are the same, the system will give me a list of matching names and I can choose the correct person. Remember that with the name search, less is probably more. If I'm looking for Mustafa and I don't know how to spell his name, I could type it in, but if I'm not sure of the spelling, what I should do is type in the first two letters of his name. So MU, and that way the search will bring back all users on this project that have a last name or first name starting with MU.
So here's a quick Toby tip. If you have a mailing group set up and you want to send this mail to them, you just need to type in the mail group name and the quick lookup will add the group directly to the mail.
Or just select recipients from the address book, which you can find by clicking the To or CC. From the project address book, I can search for recipients and then select them by ticking the box next to the name and clicking the To, CC or BCC button. The name will be added to the recipient list at the top of the screen.
You'll also see at the start of the project address book that it lists all the mail groups my organisation has created on this project. However, if there's someone else you know that has an Aconex account but they're not working on the project, you can still invite them from the global directory, which is a directory of all Aconex users. Just add their name to the list of mail recipients and they'll be automatically invited to the project.
Once I've added all the recipients, I just click OK in the top right hand corner. And that brings me back to my mail with all the recipients I selected. Now I can continue filling in the mail fields. On some projects, you may have mail attributes or mail details. These allow you to tag the mail with information that will help you find this mail. Not all projects use mail attributes or details, but if they are there, it's best to fill them in. I can add attributes to this mail just by double-clicking on the selection or selecting the details and moving them to the right-hand side of the screen. Then I click OK in the bottom right, and we can see now that the attribute has been attached to this mail. Mail details are set by your project administrator, and they'll vary by project and mail type. They're very easy to complete. Just make your selections and add the information required. Next, I'll select a response required option here. Maybe I want to get the recipient's comments on this matter by a certain date. I can select the date from the calendar on the right. This will be a reminder to the recipients and myself that they need to reply to this mail by that date. It will appear and remain on the recipient's task page until they reply, and if they miss the date, then it will automatically have the overdue status applied to it. Next, just fill in the subject line with information that is relevant to the mail I am sending. Keep in mind that a good subject line will make it easier for you to remember and find this mail later if you need to. And now I can type into the body of the mail. This area has lots of different options for you. You can select a font and a font size, and you can also paste information from Word or Excel.
Here's another Toby tip. If I'm going to paste information from Word or something similar, it's best if I use the paste cleanup options. They make sure the content of the mail isn't compromised by formatting that the system doesn't recognise.
Okay, So now I've filled in the body of the mail. Did you notice that my personal signature was already in the body of the mail section when I started creating this? For full instructions on how to get your signature into Aconex, please see our Support Central site for a quick video and step-by-step instructions. Now I can attach mail that I've received or sent to this mail as reference material, and I can also attach documents from my register or local machine.
Now, I need to make sure I'm attaching documents to this mail for the right reason. You would only attach a document to mail that isn't going to be revised or updated during the project. For example, a one-off quotation.
Back to where I was. I can save this mail to draft if I want to come back to it later, or maybe to add more details. But in this case, it's ready to go, so I just click Send up in the top right hand corner of the screen. As soon as the mail is sent, I am taken to a screen that shows me the sent mail. This is exactly how the recipients will also see the mail. You can see the project and my organisation's logo in the top of the mail. And you can see the mail number. This mail number is our unique identifier for this mail. We can track it and also its responses by that number.
Okay, that's it for mail creation.